Hi class, Ms. Hall here. In this video, we are going to review problem number 13 from chapter 10 exercises. This problem wants us to rewrite the code so that we create a procedure to draw a square with a turtle. It says pass the turtle and the size of the square as input parameters to the procedure. Okay, so first let's see what we got here. Know that this has already been worked out for us, and it's drawing a square for us, but it's not using a procedure to do so. So we need to do the same exact thing with a procedure instead. So first, in looking at what we already have, we know that we do have to use the turtle library, so we need that line of code. We need to definitely create a space for the turtle, so we're going to leave that line 2 as well. And we need to give our turtle a name. So we have our turtle named Alicia. We're going to leave that also. Now, the next part of this says that we need to actually use a procedure instead of just listing out the code. So let's go ahead and define a procedure. I pushed everything down here so I can use it as reference and make sure that I don't forget these lines down here. But I'm not going to use them. I'm just going to rewrite I'm just going to go ahead and define my procedure above that. So let's just name it draw square. All right, it's draw square procedure. Again, I like to put procedure and function in the name just to remind you that, hey, we're defining a procedure here, and the reason why it is a procedure is because it does not return a function. Now, it did say that we have to pass the turtle and the size of the square as input parameters to the procedure. So right here, we need to go ahead and put turtle and size. That allows us to pass those two values to our procedure. All right, and then we will use those values in our code for the procedure. Okay, so of course we're going to need a for loop. So here it says, repeat the indented lines. Their for loop already has a list for us. So you can either copy and paste this, or you can retype it. I'm going to be lazy, and I am going to just copy and paste this. All right. Now you'll notice here that it was turned red. That lets you know that, hey, oops, I think this is over just a little bit. There we go. Let you know that the indentation was not correct. So in order for us to make sure that this, and this should be over a little bit more, in order for us to ensure that this for loop is part of the procedure, it has to be indented appropriately. So if you are going to copy and paste, make sure you kind of look out for that. If you are just typing it, once you hit enter, it does it for you. But copying and pasting, you will have to make sure you manually indent appropriately. Now, this loop is saying for the sides in this list, which are 1, 2, 3, and 4, we want Alicia, our turtle object, to move forward 100 steps or units, and after the turtle, after Alicia moves 100 steps forward, we want her to also turn right. So do that continuously until you end the loop. Up here, I noticed that they also had Alicia pointing north. Remember not to put that inside if you're going to put it inside your procedure, which we can, I'll go ahead and drop it on in there. It's okay to have it there. Just make sure you don't put it in your for loop. Elsewise, it's going to change her direction every time you do that. So now that I have used all these lines of code down here, and I know that I've met the requirements for the assignment, now I can go and I can call my square, right? So I'm going to say draw square procedure. And the turtle that I want to use is called Alicia. We defined that, initialize her to the turtle object there. And let's move the amount that we want to, the size that we want to provide, let's say is 50. Now, one thing I want you to notice here, we are passing the value of 50 here for size, but notice size, we have not actually used that variable anywhere. It should be here telling the program how far we want the turtle to move forward. So here, instead of us putting 100, we really need to take out that hard-coded number and change that to our variable, right? This way, we define the size and how much it will move forward here. And if it's too small, we'll make this value larger. So let's go ahead and save and run, see if we have any errors. All right. Looks like it's because it's the same thing it did before. So let's change it to 100. Let's see if that's helping the shape. Oh, it says bad input on line 6. So nothing actually is happening. Okay, so remember again I said about our indentions. So exactly what I was talking about earlier. I did not indent that, Alicia. So let's try that again. Save and run. And there you can see that it is working appropriately. Let's even change this back to 50, how we had it before. Save and run. You'll notice our square gets a little bit smaller. All right, I hope this helps.